You ever get that feeling that someone online knows you a little too well? Too many details, too perfect timing, like you're being watched even though you're alone. Tonight, I'm telling you 3 true stories from people who realized their biggest threat wasn't outside their home, it was inside their phone. I used to think being careful online was enough. Private accounts, no real name, no personal posts. Nobody could learn anything about me unless I let them in. And then one day I let someone in. I got a Facebook request from a guy I recognized from high school, Steven. We weren't close, but I remembered his face. He had mutual friends, old posts, graduation photos. It all looked real. So I accepted. He messaged me almost immediately. At first it was small talk. How you been? That kind of thing. Then he started bringing up memories I didn't even remember. Exact outfits I wore, what backpack I carried, who I sat next to in math class, the way I tapped my pencil when I was nervous. I brushed it off as someone with a freak memory. Then his messages changed. They got personal. He asked where I lived, where I worked, what kind of curtains I had in my room, who I was dating. I stopped answering. Didn't block him. I thought ignoring him would make him go away. It didn't. I started getting messages from new accounts, different names, different faces, but every message sounded like him. Why aren't you talking to me anymore? I've been watching you. You shouldn't shut me out. He started messaging my friends too, asking about me, asking where I was, what time I got home, who I hung out with after work. None of them told him anything, but he still seemed to know. Too much. One night I noticed something that made my stomach drop. He referenced a detail from inside my apartment. A lamp, a small one beside my bed that you can only see through one angle in the blinds. I never posted it, never sent pictures, never showed it online. There is only one way he could have known. He was outside my window, watching. I blocked every account and deleted my page entirely. For the next 2 weeks, every night, I closed my blinds and slept with the lights on. I never found out who he really was. And the guy I thought I recognized from high school? The real Steven moved out of state years before. He hadn't used Facebook in almost 5. I have no idea who I let into my life, but they already knew everything about me before I ever hit accept. I live alone, so I bought one of those smart doorbell cameras, the kind that saves motion alerts to your phone. Honestly, I got it more for peace of mind than anything. One night I heard something outside, a scuffling sound, probably wind, or raccoons, or the neighbor's cat. But I checked the camera anyway. There he was, a man standing directly in front of my door, not knocking, not moving, just staring. Timestamp 3:37 a.m. I froze. Something about him looked wrong. His posture, his stillness, like he wasn't waiting. He was listening. He stood there for 12 minutes. My hands shook as I zoomed in. I didn't recognize him. No mask, just a blank expression and dark eyes staring at the peephole, as if he knew I was watching. I called the police. They came, looked around, didn't find anything. They told me to keep the camera on and call again if something else happened. The next morning, I woke up to social media notifications. Instagram DM, "Why didn't you open the door?" Facebook message, "You looked scared. Don't be." Snapchat friend request, username I didn't know. My heart dropped. He hadn't just been at my door. He was watching me online. I replied once. "Who is this?" The answer came instantly. "I've been following you for months. You always post when you're alone." I had Instagram stories, selfies on the couch, pictures of late movie nights, all of them practically saying, "I'm home, and nobody else is here." A police officer took it seriously the second time and asked me something chilling. "Do you ever post photos from inside your house?" I said yes. Of course I did. He looked at me and said, "Then he's probably been using your posts to learn the layout of your home." Every angle, every blind spot, every door. The man was never found, but I deleted every account I had because he wasn't guessing I was alone. He was waiting for it. I started noticing small things in my apartment moving. A cup facing a different direction. A cabinet open that I swear I closed. My bedroom window unlocked. Twice, I told myself I was being paranoid. Work stress, late nights, overthinking. Then I checked the history on my doorbell camera. Not from last night, but the past month. My stomach dropped. He had been outside my house dozens of times, sometimes standing on the porch, sometimes on the sidewalk, sometimes barely in frame. Watching. He always came late, always left before sunrise. I panicked and went to Reddit, posting, "I think someone is stalking me. What should I do?" People told me, "Call the police, save all footage, don't sleep alone. Get out of the house." I refreshed the page to read more comments, and that's when I saw it. A DM from a blank account. Delete the post. My blood went cold. I didn't respond. Another message came. "You're telling strangers about me." I stared at my screen, heart pounding so loud I could hear it. Then he sent a third message. "Look behind the curtain." I didn't move. I couldn't. After a full minute, I stood up, walked to the window and clenched the blinds with a shaking hand. I pulled them back slowly. He wasn't there, but the camera footage from 15 minutes earlier showed him standing right outside the window, face inches from the glass, looking in. I left immediately. I didn't go back alone. Police reviewed everything and told me something that still keeps me up at night. He probably had access to your accounts long before you realized someone was watching. I moved out, changed numbers, deleted every social media account I had because he didn't just know where I lived. He knew what I typed, what I posted, when I slept, when I felt safe, and worst of all, he knew exactly when to look at the window. Be careful what you share, be careful who you accept. Be careful what you post late at night, because someone could be reading this right now, in your house, outside your window, or quietly typing, "Delete the post."